Hi, hello bachcho. Welcome back to my channel Maths Lageraho. In the last class we have solved question number 18. Now let us see the question number 19, dear students. By using elementary transformations, find the inverse of the matrix A is equal to 1 minus 2 to 1, dear students. So for finding this we are having a shortcut, dear students. In the previous class we have discussed this shortcut. I will write here. Still A is equal to A11, A12 and this is A21, A22. So this you have to make first element as 1 and this you have to make element as 0 and this element you have to make it as 1 and this element you have to make it as 0. So this is the as usual method shortcut we will use. One more shortcut I had told you in the last class. So how to find A inverse in the determinants, dear students? We have a formula A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint of A. So 1 by determinant A. Determinant A, how to find, you know? Determinant A is here. 1 into 1. 1 we can write before multiplying 2 and minus 2. You have to write here minus sign. 2 into minus 2 is what? Minus 4. Minus into minus plus 1 plus 4 is how much? 5. You got the determinant value as how much? 5, dear students. I will substitute here. And adjoint of A. How to write the adjoint of A? You see. You have to interchange 1 and 1. If you interchange them, it remains same only because both are 1 and 1. You have to, what you have to do here, you have to change the sign of minus 2 and plus 2. If you change the sign, minus 2 will become plus 2, plus 2 will become minus 2. I am changing the sign of two numbers. Don't interchange the numbers, dear students. Only change the sign of these two numbers. Minus 2 will become plus 2. Plus 2 will become minus 2. 1 by 5 you multiply inside. It will give 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into 1 is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into 2. 2 by 5. 1 by 5 into minus 2. Minus 2 by 5. 1 by 5 into 1. 1 by 5. This is your A inverse. Before solving the question, we know the answer, dear students. So I can write here. Afterwards we can verify. 1 by 5. 2 by 5. Minus 2 by 5. 1 by 5. I hope you have already written or copied this and this is also not required for us. So for your verification we have done it. So please if you want you can copy this. Let us continue the answer, dear students. First you write the given A. A is what? 1 minus 2 to 1, dear students. This is the given question. By using elementary transformation, by using elementary row operation, you know, dear students, how to write row operation now. Elementary row operation can be written as A is equal to I into A. A is what, dear students? 1 minus 2 to 1. I is what? Identity matrix, you know how to write. 1 0 0 1 into A you have to write. Don't substitute the value of A here. Just you write A. So first I have to make, see the shortcut. First I have to make this as a A11 as a 1 or not. This I have to make first element as 1. Here first element is what? 1 or not. So no need of changing anything. It is already given it as what? 1. So next where it is showing the arrow mark, you see? It is showing the below. So this you have to make it as 0. So this is which row? This is a row 2 or not? Row 2. See, row 2 is 2. Row 1 is how much? 1, dear students. Row 2 is 2. Row 1 is how much? 1. Clear? So what I can multiply for this? If I multiply by minus 2. See, minus 2 for R1. So you will get how much? 0, dear students. See here. R2 minus 2 into R1. See, R2 is how much? 2. R2 is 2. Minus 2 I have written. Minus 2 is written here. R1 is how much? Can you see R1? That is 1 or not? So minus 2 into 1 is what? Minus 2. 2 minus 2 is how much? 0, dear students. Rest you never bother about what will happen for the other cases. So now you can write the answer. And what this operation you will write now, dear students, here. This operation, this is applied for each element of a row 2. Got it? This operation is applied for 2, 1, 0, 1. Got it? So now how much you will, which is not changing? R2 is changing here. R1 is not changing. R1 you write as it is. 1 minus 2, 1 0. So next is what? R2 is how much? 2. Just now I told you minus 2 into R1 is how much? 1. How much you will get? 2 minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, dear students. I can write it as 0. So next is what? R2 is how much here? 1 minus 2 into R1 is how much? Minus 2. So how much you will get? 1 minus into minus plus 2 2s are 4. 1 plus 4 is 5, dear students. I can write it as 5 here. Clear? So next R2 is how much? 0. R2 is 0 minus 2 into R1 is how much? 1. 0 minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. 0 minus 2 is how much? Minus 2. I can write it as minus 2. So now see. R2 is how much? 1 minus 2 into R1 is how much? 0. See here, R2 is 1 minus 2 into R1. R1 is how much? 0 or not? 0 I wrote. So now 1 minus 2 into 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is how much? 1 or not? So I can write it as 1 here. Understood? So this simplification is not required for your understanding purpose. I had done it, dear students. So I will erase this. So now see. I have to got here 0 or not. I have to get now where shortcut is moving. See, it is moving on this. I have to get here how much? 1 or not? I have to get 1. So to get 1 here, how much number is there here? 5. So that number you have to divide by that number only, dear student. What number is there? No here. That number you have to divide. Whichever number comes, it doesn't matter. Shortcut you remember. Whichever number comes here, no next. You divide by that number only. Don't get confused. So now you are changing R2. 5 is there in R2 or not? Row 2. So row 2 you write as this. This shows what? R2 is changing. So I will multiply by 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into R2. So I am dividing by 5 also, you can say R2. Yes or no? 1 into R2 is what? R2. R2 by 5. I am dividing by 5. How you will say? I will write. Otherwise, if you want 1 by 5 into R2 means you can write 1 by 5 into R2. So now, which is not changing? R2 is changing. R1 is not changing. So then R1 you write as is 1 minus 2, 1 0 into 8. Clear? So now see. 1 by 5 into 0. R2 what you are multiplying? 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into 0. 0. 1 by 5 into 5. 1 by 5 into 5. If you do 5 get cancelled, you will remain with 1. So 1 by 5 into minus 2. Minus 2 by 5. 1 by 5 into 1. 1 by 5, dear students. Clear? Understood? So next what I have to do now? I have to go for shortcut again. Where shortcut is showing the arrow mark, I have to make this as 0. Compare this and this. Minus 2 I have to make it as 0, dear students. So this is in row 1 or not? Row 1 I will write. Row 1 is minus 2. Row 2 is how much? Plus 1. So what number I can multiply for R2? So I can multiply by plus 2 or not? R2. Understood the shortcut? So which is not changing? I am speaking what? Which is not changing. R2 is not changing or not? R1 is changing. Arrow mark before what you will write? No. That is changing. R2 is not changing means you write R2 as is 0 1 minus 2 by 5 1 by 5, dear students. So now R1 plus 2 R2. R1 is how much? 1 plus 2 into R2 is how much? 0. 2 into 0 0. 0 plus 1 1, dear students. Clear? So next R1 is how much? Minus 2 plus 2 into R2. R2 is how much? 1. 2 1 ja 2 minus 2 plus 2 minus 2 is how much? 0. Which is required for us? 1 0 0 1. So now if you know the shortcut, I had already told you, we know the answer 1 by 5, 2 by 5 only will come here. You know the shortcut, I had already told no. If you don't want to simplify, directly you can keep the answer. It doesn't make any sense. So still I will show by simplification for you. So R1 is how much? 1 plus 2 into R2 is how much? R2. See here R1 is 1 plus 2 into R2 is how much? Minus 2 by 5. Minus 2 by 5. Clear? R1 is 1 plus I wrote 2 into R2. R2 is how much? Minus 2 by 5 or not? Plus into minus. Minus 2 2s are 4 by 5. Now see. 5 1 ja 5. 5 minus 4 by 5 will get. Clear? 5 minus 4 is how much? 1. 1 by 5. You got how much here? 1 by 5, dear students. Next is what? R1 is 0. R1 is 0 or not? 0 I can write. See, I will show here. 0 I can write. 2 into R2 is how much? 1 by 5. How much you will get? 0 plus 0 you can leave it. It doesn't matter. 2 into 1 by 5? 2 by 5. 2 by 5. Yes or no? You compare with our answer. Whether it is correct or not. Yes, no? All are understanding? See, if you are understanding, please like my channel. See, you are observing, but not liking, dear students. You are writing and you are seeing everything, but not liking my channel. So please like and subscribe my channel. So now see, you compare with this 1 by 5, 2 by 5, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5. Therefore, you have to conclude. Everywhere A into you have to multiply. You will forget in exam, dear students. Don't forget into A. Last time you should not write. Here this is what? A inverse. Conclusion it is 1 by 5, 2 by 5, minus 2 by 5, 1 by 5. Here into A will not come, dear students. A inverse you understood? So this is our answer, dear students. If you like the video, please like and subscribe my channel. We'll meet you in my next class. Tab tak lage raho maths ke saath. Thank you. Please copy this.